Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software prepared by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. The self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra dynamic mathematics software is presented at this video series. To view the contents, kindly join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing worksheet to construct a trapezium and verify the properties. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, and free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me tell you what type of worksheet we are going to prepare. We are going to tell the children about what is the meaning of a trapezium. It's a quadrilateral with one set of parallel sides, and we will try to construct a trapezium. Remember, the trapezium can be constructed with the given ideas, but that is the length, the diagonal and all, but I am going to construct an arbitrary trapezium. Well, now the trapezium is constructed. Now we are claiming that AB is parallel to CD. Sum of the two pairs of adjacent angle is 180 degrees. Therefore, what are the adjacent angle? A and D and B and C. Check out whether they are always 180 degrees. The child can come and pull it. At any spot, they can claim that the sum is always 180 degrees. Well, they can use the word 180 degrees now. Okay, well. Now the next one, we want that there is a property of the mid segment. What is the meaning of mid segment? The line joining the midpoints of the non-parallel sides. What is the mid segment? What is the connection between the mid segment and the parallel sides? We can tell the children that the length of the mid segment is equal to half of the sum of the parallel bases. But that is EF is half into AB plus CD. Now they can verify it at any spot by pulling it and then changing its place, and they can verify it. Okay, well, now we can find the perimeter also, and we can find the area also. The area is actually half multiplied by the height multiplied by AB plus CD. That is the sum of the two parallel sides. Okay, well, now for that we have to draw one perpendicular, and we have to tell them either you can draw the perpendicular from top to bottom or bottom to top. Both are rounded the same, because the distance between the parallel line is always equal. Okay, now the child can now verify the area, and he can verify the perimeter also. It is left to you. For two important properties of trapezium, that is sum of the two pair of adjacent angle is 180 degrees, and the speciality about that mid segment. Okay, let us try to design this dynamic worksheet from scratch. I have taken GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet. I have selected geometry view, and in option I have rounded off to 0 decimal place and labeling of all new points. And now suppose if you want to show it to the children, now in the beginning itself you can go for this navigation bar. You can keep the navigation bar ready, so that by clicking that navigation bar you can discuss with the children, interact with the children from step number 1 to step number 2. Well, now we will go for this text and then tell the heading of this particular worksheet, properties of trapezium. Okay, and now you can ask the children to tell the definition of a trapezium. A quadrilateral one pair of parallel sides. Okay, I think very closely we are going for one pair of parallel side, two pairs of parallel side, equal side, like that we will be going on discussing about this quadrilateral one below the other. Okay, let us start. We will go for one segment. I will take one segment AB. Let me take a point C just away from this B. Therefore, let me take it somewhere here. Now, I want a parallel line now because it contains one set of parallel lines. Therefore, let me go for draw a parallel line to this AB through this C. Now, I got a parallel line now. Now, I want a point D now. For that, go to this point on object and put somewhere over here. Okay, now I got ABCD. Now I can take this polygon. Now I can finish this A, B, C and D. I don't want this parallel line now, therefore I can show object and then remove it. Now you got a trapezium. Now you can move it. Now you can very well see here that parallel sides are always parallel because we have drawn a parallel line to this AB through that C. Well, now what is the first condition? We can ask the children to check the angles. So let us go for these angles now. What is the speciality of these angles? The sum of the adjacent angle is always 180 degrees. You can claim it, the sum of, you can ask the children that why it happens. Actually it is happening because of that parallel nature. It is always 180 degrees. Now I will just write only one over here. You can go for it, angle A plus angle D. Angle D, you can go for the next one. You can type it 180 degrees. Okay, well, now you can ask the children to come and check it at any spot. Therefore 125 plus 155. Now I think a little bit has gone out. 140 plus 40. You can bring it over here. And 114 plus 66 at any spot. Just to pull it somewhere here. Okay, just to pull it somewhere here. 100 plus 80. Then 55 plus 125. 98 plus 82. At any spot. It is always sum is 180 degrees. Okay, well. Now let us go to the next property, that is that mid segment. For that we want the midpoint of the non-parallel sides. We want the midpoint of the non-parallel sides. For that let us go for this point. Go to this midpoint. Simply touch this AD. Touch this BC. You will get the midpoints. Now remember these midpoints are in black color, which means that you cannot move them. You cannot move them. When you move this, automatically that F will move or E will move. Okay, well, now let us draw one segment now because I want this mid segment. I want the mid segment. Okay, now what is the next property? That the length of this mid segment is having some property. For what you do is you want to show the length of the mid segment. Therefore, change this. Get the length of all the segments. Segment AB. Go to the object properties and then name and value. Again go to this, touch it, segment EF, show label, name and value. Again touch it and then name and value. Click it and then name and value. Now you ask the children to check what is the speciality of this H and A and C. Now they have to add it and then divide it by 2. That is a meaning of the mid segment. Therefore you can tell what is the length of the mid segment. You can ask the children what is the length of mid segment. I am leaving it to you. Is equal to. Now you ask a question to the children. What is the length of the mid segment? Now what is it? It is half of AB plus CD. The child will tell and they will try to explore it by pulling, pushing and all. Okay. Now the next one, what you can do is you can ask them to calculate the area. For that we want a perpendicular from A to the opposite side. You can draw from the top to bottom or bottom to top, whatever may be. I will take this perpendicular line. From A, I will just draw a perpendicular line to CD. Oh, it is going like this. Okay, well, now I will go for this point of intersection because I want to draw a segment. Therefore, simply touch this base and touch this line. You got this G now. Now this AG is the perpendicular which I want for that formula. Therefore, I will take this line segment. I will join this A and G. Then I don't want, I will press escape. I don't want this perpendicular line, therefore show object. Here I want the length of it for the children to calculate. Go to the object properties. Go for the show label and then you can go for name and value. Well, now you can have a different color for it or you can make it into a little bit bold by taking its style. Thickness also we can make and then tell that that is the perpendicular. Now ask the children to find the area by making use of the formula. That is the formula, everybody knows that. But ask them to calculate the area and you can type the area over here. Therefore, area is equal to what? You can ask the children. Okay, now if this area can be calculated directly from GeoGebra, go to this angle, go to this area, touch this, you will get the area directly. Now ask the children to calculate the area and then check it out. Now suppose if you want to specify this area over here, go to this text, and I have already done this area. From the object, always select Q1. Always select Q1. Where is Q1 here? It is Q1 over here. This is the area actually. Area will be saved in a variable called Q1 by GeoGebra, because GeoGebra takes this as quadrilateral. Therefore Q1. Therefore the value of the area will be in Q1. Now the child can pull it and then push it in a particular spot and they can find it. But remember, one thing you should be a little bit careful. If I rounding it off to 2 decimal place, it is automatically there are some changes are there. Suppose if you want the length should be little bit integer, what you can do is go to this graphing. You are having x-axis, y-axis now. Then pull and push it somewhere here and then put it in a particular point, and then again pull it and put it in a particular point. Like that, you can make it exactly whatever the length you want. You can have the length over here. Therefore the child can now calculate, very quickly that whatever they want. Okay, suppose if you want that particular value of this, okay, it is 14, then 6.32 like that. Okay, the area can be obtained like this. Or move this to a particular spot where you want it. Okay, now you see I have made it as little bit. I can move it and then move it and then put it in a particular spot, so that it will be automatically become a integer. Okay, like that you can come back and then put it as geometry, and you can ask the children to calculate the area now. Therefore now with this, that you are drawing a trapezium, which is, you can call this, you are getting a family of trapezium, not a single trapezium, where a child can verify the angle property of a trapezium because of that parallel nature, and they can understand that what is the meaning of that mid segment and what is the connection between the length of the mid segment with the sides, and they can calculate the perimeter and area and then check it with the answer they are getting directly from GeoGebra. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.